So last week, I reviewed a product called Trendy Graphics. If you want to check out that video, just follow the link in the video description. In this particular tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use that product in both Premiere Pro and After Effects to quickly create content for Instagram. Now, Trendy Graphics has over 3,700 elements, most of which were designed specifically for use in Adobe After Effects. A lot of those elements are available inside of Premiere Pro, many of which are as Mogart templates, but if you want to use the items that are not Mogart templates, you can simply do a dynamic link from Premiere Pro to Adobe After Effects. Okay, so first I'm going to start in Adobe Premiere Pro. So what I'm doing here is I have a YouTube series coming out that's going to be called Monday Maps, where each Monday I do a fun map animation tutorial. So I want to make some promotional videos for that to put up on Instagram. So here in Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm going to create two videos. One is an Instagram story and then one for my feed. So I'm going to go down here and click on New Sequence, and I'm going to go to the Settings tab. And the first one I want to do is for my feed. So I want this to be a square aspect ratio. So I want it to be 1:1. So to do that, I'm just going to type in 1080 vertical by 1080 horizontal. So that'll give me that 1:1 aspect ratio. And then I'm going to rename this sequence. I'm going to call it Monday Maps Instagram Feed. And now I want to take a look at some of these assets from Trendy Graphics. So to do that, I first got to go to Window and select the Essential Graphics panel. Now once this is open, I want to bring in the Mogart templates from Trendy Graphics. So I'm going to go to the root files of the Trendy Graphics folder here, and I see the Mogart folder. Now I have just a ton of assets. It's hundreds and hundreds of Mogart templates here. So to bring these in, the easiest way to do it, if you want to do a bunch at a time, is simply grab a bunch of them. I'm going to hit Command A to select all of these, and with my Essential Graphics panel open here, it's going to be simple drag and drop. You see as I drag it over the top of the panel, there's that plus icon, and now I can release it and all of those will be installed. So now I noticed that all of those Mogart template files started with the letters TG for Trendy Graphics. So to filter these out by just the Trendy Graphics, I'm going to type in TG and hit enter. And now I'm going to go ahead and full screen this panel and let's have a look. Now I didn't even import, I don't even think, half of what I had available here, and you can see there's already a plethora of stuff. So I have backgrounds, I have titles, icons, and openers. This one's looking good. So what I'm going to do is I can either remember the title here, or I can just click on favorite, because when I exit full screen, it's kind of hard to find again. So I'm just going to hit this star button here, so it's going to show me only those favorites. And now I have that right here. So now I'm going to click this and drag it over onto video track 2, and now it is applied. And I've turned this down to quarter resolution because these can be pretty intensive on the processor. I don't know if you can hear my computer right now, but it sounds like it's about to catch on fire. I'm working on an old MacBook Pro 2014 refurbed. So if there's any companies out there watching that want to send me a new system, I will accept it. I have this here, and it looks like the scaling, the size is all wrong. So we can fix this. I'm going to click here, and then that'll bring up the edit tab over here on the right. And there's just a ton of different options here. We have text 1, text 2. We can change the actual text, the text properties, the size of the text, the color. I can change the color of the social media elements. We can't even see those right now. So if I go down all the way to the bottom, I can see the X and Y resolution. Now right now, it looks like this is set to almost 4K. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to my 1080 by 1080 resolution. And now that's going to fit in here perfectly. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go up here. Now there's two different ways I can do this. I can select it here in the Essential Graphics panel, or I can click directly in the program monitor here. If I double click, it brings up this little box, and I'm going to type in Monday Maps. Let's see if you want it all caps, Monday Maps, and hit enter. And then it's a little bit big, so I can scale it here. Scale it down just a bit. And now for the second text block, I'm actually going to type in, again, I can type it in here if I want. I'm going to type in my YouTube, youtube.com/BooneLovesVideo. Now I will want something in the background here, and these diagonal lines are basically telling me that if I put media in here, that's where it's going to show up. So I have a clip here, and I want it to be in the background. So I'm going to grab this clip. This is one of my maps, and I want this to play in the background, but I'm not seeing it. So I have it here, but I'm not seeing it. So what I need to do is in the Essential Graphics panel, you're going to see Demo Placeholder. Well, I simply need to deactivate that, and now I'll have all those alpha channels or alpha information here. And now I'm going to just trim this and make sure that my background video, actually we only want the first 10 seconds because this is going to be on Instagram. I don't need too much. So we're going to go ahead and cut it right here. Delete that. And now we should be ready to go. Let's see what this looks like. Now I'm actually going to try something here and see if it works. I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate this sequence in the project panel here, and then I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call it Instagram Story, and then I'm going to open up that story sequence. I'm going to go to Sequence Settings, and I'm going to change this to 1080 by 1920. So that'll give me that 9 by 16, and I'm going to hit OK. And now let's see if I can just go over to here and then manually change in this resolution, 1080 by 1920. Looks like it'll work. And then I will scale this up as well. And just like that, I have my Instagram story. Okay, so that looks good. I could obviously punch it up a little, change the text to white maybe, make it stand out a little bit more. But what makes this product so great and so useful when working with Instagram is the fact that you can change the resolution like this. All these different Mogart templates have either a scale or a X and Y resolution, so you can make it fit in any aspect ratio, whether you're working from a standard square or a vertical format like this. Okay, now let's go over to Adobe After Effects and see what we can do here. So I'm going to see if I can do the same thing. I'm going to create a new comp here. Let's call it Monday Maps, and we'll do IG feed, and we'll just make sure we know that it's After Effects, so we can do AE. And I'll change this to 1080 by 1080. Click OK. And now I'm going to go to Window and select Extensions and open up the Atom panel. Now, if you checked out my review before, you'll know that the Atom panel is what allows you in After Effects to view and apply and customize all of these 3,700 plus assets from the Trendy Graphics product. Now, this makes it really easy to search all of these different categories of elements. I have these 7 different categories, and as I open these up, I have subcategories. Now, the big difference here is that I have actual Instagram specific subcategories here. I have post and stories. So I'm going to select one of these, and let's go ahead and full screen it. And here I have some hover scrub previews, and I can really view all these templates in detail. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, you can see there's 90 Instagram posts. And if I go to Instagram stories, these vertical versions, we should have 90 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one. Let's scroll down. Okay, I'm going to grab this one here, and I'm going to exit full screen. And once again, I already favorited the ones I wanted because as you exit full screen, it's kind of annoying to find those. So I'm going to click on the Favorites tab here, and I'm going to grab this one. And all you need to do is make sure you have your comp selected or highlighted, and then you can click on this Apply button here, and that will apply this. All right, the template is applied. I'm going to scroll over here, and I can see the assets here. So to customize these, this is where Trendy Graphics is really cool. All I need to do is select this comp and then go to the Atom panel and select the Customizer button right here. Once I click that, I can now see a Customize tab as well as an Edit Text tab. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave these colors as is. I like them. I'm going to go over to Edit Text, and now I'm going to select the 5,000 here, and I'm going to go down to this text box, and I'm going to type in Maps, and then I need to click Apply to make that take. And then I'm going to select Happy Clients. I'm going to type in Monday, Apply. And now I'm going to select Order a Tour, and I'm going to type in Explore here, Apply. Now let's have a look at this. Okay, that's looking good, cool animation. And now I want to put my media in the background. So to do that, I need to navigate down into my pre-comp here. And here I can see it says Post Media. I'm going to double click here. And now I just need to grab my same little video here. I'm going to drag that underneath. I'm going to make sure I turn the audio off. And now I'm going to close these two. And now I should have that applied. I'm going to zoom in here so we can see what's going on. And this is set to third resolution, so it's not going to look very good as I script through it here. Okay, that's looking cool. Now what I want to do is I want to move the Monday here. So the way I can do that is in the Edit Text tab. I'm going to click on Edit in Viewer, and that's going to once again shoot me down here to where I can actually mess with these individual items. So I'm going to grab Monday, and I'm going to just kind of move it over here. I'm going to scale it down a little, maybe put it right here. Now let's see how that looks. Okay, now for the Instagram story. I'm going to go to create a new comp, call it Monday Maps Instagram Story AE, and I will change the height to 19 by 20 so that our aspect ratio is 9 by 16. The duration of 10 seconds is fine. Now I'm going to go over to Instagram Stories, and I've already selected one here. I have Story 49. I'm going to see how this one looks. I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And now with the comps selected here, I'm going to hit the Customizer button, and I'm going to go to Edit Text. I'm going to leave the colors as is. I'm going to select Photo, and I'm going to type in Monday. And then I'm going to type in the second line of text. I'm going to type in Maps, Apply, and then at the bottom I'm just going to change that to Swipe Up to Explore. Apply, and then I'll leave this block of text in the background as is. Now I'm going to navigate down because we can see the diagonal lines here. There's a place for media, so I'm going to navigate down into the comp. Here I can see a pre-comp called Story Media 49. Double click that. Now I'm going to grab my tutorial video clip here, and I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to turn the sound off. And then here I need to fit it into this 1920 by 1080 or this vertical format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click over it and go to Transform and then select Fit to Comp Height. And that will automatically snap that up like that. Now I can close this, and now I should have my Instagram story. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out more about Trendy Graphics, just follow my affiliate link in the video description. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Alright, I'll see you next time.